But anyway, as I said before, we got time to talk about this. So Jamie claims he has a lawyer. We received another email from him like later on in the day, but we didn't really look at it because we had time for some nonsense. But anyway, he sends us an email saying he has, excuse me, a lawyer. So, Jamie, first, no, you don't have a lawyer. And this is basically YouTuber Crow1176, who's scared and desperate right now because Jamie's got a lawsuit filed against him for $12,000. On top of that, we're taking his case to a private criminal, private, what is the name of it called? Private something criminal case. But anyway, we're going to be following these criminal charges against him. Now, he stated in one of his emails that he doesn't have any paperwork. We all read that in the day. He clearly stated he doesn't have any paperwork. You can't find him. There's no record of him whatsoever. So that means if you don't have you don't have any paperwork at all, and you have no record whatsoever, that means that you're non-existent in the United States, which would make you an illegal immigrant from the door, because you stated right here. You know, we're not deleting any videos. The videos are right there. There's tons of videos on you. But once you stop crying, just leave them up. Just leave them up. Don't be scared, so forth and so forth. Things you say. I am a legal alien, correct? That I'm here not legally. So, how are you going to serve a person that has no record and doesn't exist? The same way we served you the first time. We literally had a process server go to your door and we served you for touching the copyright. It's the same way. Delusional. Right here he sits there and says that going to serve a person. There is no record. There is no record and doesn't exist in the United States, in the U.S., which again you don't abbreviate U.S. but us. I have everything under somebody else's name. Now that's another thing too on top of that, because you have an apartment, you have a truck, which we know that's under somebody else's name. Because as I sat there and said in the video, I said that you don't have any documents at all, you don't have any paperwork. That means that you can't put the truck under your name, it'd be under somebody else's name. Second, the apartment, I believe at the end of the day, the lease is fake. It's definitely a fake lease. And also too on top of that, you know, you couldn't put items under your name, like stuff like this. You can't put under your name. It's just there. So technically, yeah, we can just come in and just take your stuff. That's all to it. So that's going to happen. We know where you live at. So yeah, right here he says you have no patent. You can't spell for jack. It's supposed to be patents or copyrights, which we can show you in court. We're going to challenge you in court once we get you over here about the copyrights, which means, Jamie, we're requesting 20 years per offense. Again, you're saying you're going to be here for a while. So we can show you the copyrights for real, because the judge is going to request their copyrights, and guess what that's going to land you at. So enough. Plus, again, legal aliens don't have any papers. So you're saying you have no papers at all. I don't exist in the U.S., right? Now, you're going to call me a dumb, but you can't do the abbreviations for U.S. Now, let's go to this second email he sends us. The second email he sends us, he says, okay, stop crying and deleting your rant. The videos are up. I know what you're talking about. Then he says, you know, I will use all those videos as evidence. You let your hatred and emotions consume. Jamie, all we talked about in the videos of you committing crimes. And that's what you did. You committed crimes, right? So if I sit there and talk about a half an hour about how you ripped off major companies and stole from them and all that in the day, that's what you've done, right? All right, and you can't get me on slander for something that's a crime that you committed. Again, you know nothing about the law here. He goes in and says, gone the wrong way. He goes and says, against you, evidence, I'll let your hatred and emotions consume you. At this point, it's not about paint. It is about paint. You touched that product over there. You made a statement. That's what we're suing you for. You made a statement that the paint was unwatchable and unusable. You said, right? Then that's what you're being sued on. You're also being sued on posting my pictures without permission, doxing my address, doxing my sister's address, which you filed a separate lawsuit, which is that, touching my copyrights. There's a number of things you're being sued for. So, again, you don't get to pick and choose what you're being sued for. And then he puts down something about this point, paint. It's about an old, lazy crybaby. Again, Jamie, I do more work than you at the end of the day. Like, seriously. Trying to make a quick buck, 12 grand is not a quick buck, and you don't really have anything for us to sue. I guarantee the collection is probably not going to go for much, because usually you have a problem with that. You got some really rare pieces. That's the only way. The only thing he has in it probably is the stereo system, the projector, probably the appliances and stuff like that. But it depends on if that's owned by the owner. So we got to go from there. Let me see right there, quick buck. But this is the part where it gets again, dude. But he do what you gotta do. What the freak? Well, you having a stroke about right here. It sounds like you have a stroke. And it says, I'll be waiting with my lawyer. So how do you have a lawyer if you have no papers? You said right here, you don't have any patents, supposed to be patents, or copyrights, so enough. Plus, again, illegal aliens don't have papers. I don't exist in the U.S. Now, last I checked, you have to have state ID to hire an attorney. That's what they require. So if we go over here, ask again. What form of ID do you need to hire an attorney? To hire an attorney generally needs a valid government issue photo ID. So you just said in your statement that you do not have any paperwork and you don't exist in the U.S. So if you don't exist in the U.S. and you have no paperwork, how did you hire an attorney? See, Jamie thinks he's delusional. Jamie's delusional. I told you he's delusional. He's not all there. So how did you get an attorney? I'm curious. Let's see what it requires to get a state ID. What does it require to get a state ID? To get a state ID, proof of identity, you need a birth certificate. That's one. How would you have a birth certificate? You don't have any paperwork, as you said. So you need like a birth certificate or passport, social security card. You don't exist in the U.S. Proof of residency. So you can't have proof of residency if you don't exist in the U.S. If you have proof of residency and you're in the U.S., then that means that you're detected. They can find you. You exist. So, Fernando, which one is it? See how we catch you in lies so fast? I didn't even bother looking at the email today because I was busy. I took care of some business and came back and looked through it and I was like, oh, wow. You see at the end of the day, people, how he repeatedly lies? Jamie can't stop lying. In his mind, he believes that you're going to believe in his solution. And when you look at it, you can see it's completely bonkers. He just sat there and said he doesn't have any papers. He cannot be traced. He cannot be found. But yet he hired a lawyer, which requires a state ID. And state ID requires at least you must be 10 years of age. Well, he has that. But a proof of identity, which is birth certificate, passport, social security card. You don't have this. So how did you hire the attorney? Make-believe. That's what you did. You went into the land of make-believe and you just made all that up. Just like you made it up when you sat on your bed. You have a history of doing these patterns. This is a history you have doing this land of make-believe. You live in a fictional world. Like you sat on that bed and you swore to your followers that you moved. You see the motions he was going through? Oh my goodness, moving is such a pain. We got so many boxes. And the next room, it looks like Stonehenge in there. Yeah, that's my line at the end of the day. Because when I moved to the other place, we literally had so many boxes. And as I made the comment, it looks like Stonehenge in there. You want to be me. So badly. You sat there and lied. Can we post the video? I can repost it if you want. I got it. And lied and said in your mouth that moving such a pain. I had to go through so much. And the only thing you did was move your bed to one section and move all the paintings out. That's it. And then we looked at the wall. I was like, kind of freaking slumlord you got in the day? Like, those holes are visible. You can see them right there. Now, usually you would find the Where's Waldo effect. You look through a place, and later on you would find it. Like, stuff like that. You know, stuff that they can rare, but pretty much you still found it. Where you're not going to have two holes right there in the wall. That means at the end of the day, the people who came in to do the cleanup and maintenance in that place to get it ready for the next apartment, they couldn't slap some putty on that and sand that down and just go over a little paint. They just left them there, and they were volcanoes, which means when somebody pulls something out, because you see the volcano effect from the plaster pulling up around the screw. You can clearly see what they were. So I was like, who the frick lays two holes right there, right so you can see it? The minute I said it, your video went private. Oh my goodness, the line has no end to it at all, seriously. You lie so much, but if you're a Pinocchio, you can literally pierce the 120 layer rim of the outside orbit of Earth, because there's different layers and different layers. You would literally pierce another dimension how much you lie at the end of the day. I'm pretty sure you can probably pierce the sun or Neptune, one or the other. My goodness, you lie so much. Doesn't that bother you to lie that much? Like, you live your entire life under lie. I bet you if I had a time machine and I went back in time and saw you as a kid, you probably got there lying your behind off, just lying all day. How did you afford an attorney, Fernando? Oh, this is what he did. He took his arms and went, dun, dun, huh. The genie popped out of a bottle. That's what you did. Did you get a box of Lucky Charms to make 7 wishes? That's what it was. Something happened at the end of the day. Maybe a star flew past your window and you just said, a star bright, star night, I have this wish, I have tonight. Who was that? Fernando, no. I know more than you at the end of the day, okay? I do. I know a lot more than you. So at the end of the day, you're just embarrassing yourself. For you to keep coming up to me and trying to tear me down, you're embarrassing yourself. You've been doing this since day one. Day one, every time you challenge me, what happens? You get embarrassed. Where did all this proceed from? This proceeded from you messing with the paint, right? So this is what we're going to do. It's about paint, Fernando. If you said our product came out that dark and unwatchable, right? Then bring your butt to court. You and your lawyer. And if my paint doesn't come out looking like that, you're getting sued. That's what's going to happen. So the reaction for that, fight every chance you get. And you think because you say you have a lawyer, go get your lawyer at the end of the day. I don't care about your lawyer. Go get your lawyer. Show me your lawyer at the end of the day, Fernando. Please show me your attorney. Because I would like to know the attorney at the end of the day that hired you without proper ID. Mess around and end up in a bar association, lose your license. Can't do that. You have to have an ID. You know why the ID is there? Because when they file the lawsuits and all that, your ID literally has to be there. It has to be there for the courts. So I don't know where you're going to go. You can't even get into a courthouse without proper valid ID. How are you going to do that? Okay. All right. Who's living in a delusional world now? What else are you going to send over to next? What's next? You're just going to go on a rant? You know, watch. This guy's going to lose his mind. You're going to watch as the days get closer and closer to court. You're going to watch him coming on camera just like Batman. Full Batman outfit on. How many out here like scrambled eggs? I love scrambled eggs. Today we're going to make some Batman scrambled eggs. You're going to lose your mind. You're scared, Fernando. You're scared. You're scared because you're going to be pulled out of that apartment and you're going to be taken all the way down here to Pennsylvania for prosecution. You're scared. You finally wrote the check, Fernando. You finally wrote the check. And we're finally going to cash it at the end of the day. And you're going to be down here. Just, if I were you, we're going to use it as evidence against you, by the way. If I were you, shut up. Stop making videos and just shut up, man. You're giving us so much evidence, man. We got so much stuff on you. It's not even funny, Fernando. I got to get up tomorrow morning. I got to get printing paper. I'm guaranteed most of that's going to be you. I got a lawyer. Yeah, sure you do. Sure you got a lawyer. Sure you do. When you sent the text message over, again, I told you he didn't have paperwork. I told you. And sure enough, he admitted it. He didn't have it. How you going to find me? You can't find me because I don't have any paperwork. I'm not even here. I don't exist in the U.S. If you don't exist in the U.S., how'd you hire a lawyer? You think people are born yesterday. That's the sad thing about it is. That's why I told you for your followers at the end of the day, he thinks y'all stupid. Jamie don't got no respect for you. He thinks you're stupid. He thinks you're dumb enough to buy some poorly mixed paint together that he can trick you and tell you at the end of the day that it works. He thinks you're stupid. Man. That's like one of his other friends. All of his friends at the end of the day, for some reason, they are screw looses. Guy says he's going to sue me for 100,000 million. You can't even add. That's not him. It's one of his friends that can't even add. Gee whiz Louise. I don't think you guys ever seen a chalkboard before, a school book, or none of that stuff. I think you never have seen all that. Period. Many people that when you hold up your hands, like how many fingers together, you're like 35. And you got nerve to call somebody stupid? After you, my buddy saw it, he couldn't stop laughing. Wait. He called you stupid and he couldn't abbreviate US? Oh my goodness. I told you people, I can't make this up, man. I can't make this up. It was even funnier when he's on his chat, screaming and yelling and carrying on. Gee whiz Louise, man. Now, Derek Williams, you said you're going to make it down here, right? Oh, you're going to make it down here now. Because see, with you, yours is different. See, with them, you're going to be in trouble with them, all right? You know it's coming, man. Don't run. You know it's coming. Be a man about it. You know what's going to happen to you, right? Your case is going to end up over there in federal. So you know what's going to happen. But until then, I'm bringing you here. I'm going to sue you first, and I'm going to bring you here on a private criminal charges. I'm bringing you here. You're going to come here. Do you understand me? And the charges we got here, I'm going to get you locked up. So when they ask at the end of the day where you're at, it's always down here. Oh, yeah. Mr. Derek Williams. Jamie, I don't know what he's doing. Got any more dumb emails? Dumb? How about you this? Send me your attorney's information. Go ahead. Your fake attorney. I got a freaking lawyer. You got a freaking nut job at the end of the day. I don't think you are you even home? You probably somewhere in the middle of a lot thinking you're like, oh, I've got lawyers for days after talking to ducks. I've got lawyers for days. I'm going to sue all of them with these mighty lawyers. Yeah, please, show me a lawyer. I'm probably looking at templates to probably design papers. Go ahead, that's against the law, by the way. I had it right there. Where'd you move up? I had it right there. Right there. My whatchamacallit, oh, moved up on me. I had it right there. Yeah, alright, track it again. I got it. Oh, whatchamacallit, I'm already one day and printed it out. I got it right here on my phone. Unfortunately. It must be hard to be American, unfortunately. Now, for those of you who send it today, like, oh, you're just wasting time. Wasting time on what? I kind of took time to read through freaking Sunlight. I'm at 8 stores right now. You just don't know about it because we can't show you the information. There's a lot of stuff we've been doing out there we can't show you. Yeah, we're good. Trust me. Do. Talking about lazy at the end of the day. Do a push up. Give me 10 vertical push ups. Diamondbacks. Can't even do it. You can lift a donut, I'll tell you that much. As far as you can do. You know, you be crying about, oh, he's shaming me. He's shaming you. Man, you ain't thin at the end of the day. You are what you are. What the freak? I can never understand that part. If you're heavy, you're heavy. That's it. You ain't thin at the end of the day. Oh my goodness. Somebody's fat shaming me. You're fat, Jamie. You're fat. You want to say it again? You're fat. You are fat. You're fat. You're fat. You're fat. You're fat. When you get to court, I'm going to tell you you're fat. You're fat. You understand me? There you go. That's what you are. You're fat. I got friends of mine that are big. I never tell them, yeah, I'm fat. At least they admit it at the end of the day. I got to lose weight. I'm really, really fat. I mean, I don't want to get bigger than I already am. I'm fat. I was like, good for you. You admit it. He said, yeah, what else am I going to do? Sit there and say I'm thin. What else am I going to do? What category do I fit in? There you go. Jamie went full camera like, oh, hurt my feelings. You said I was fat. You are fat. What are you talking about? When I was freaking heavy, I was fat. I can admit that I was fat when I got heavy. You're fat. You ever watch Zombieland? They kind of explain the first people to go in the apocalypse of zombies. The ones they speak of are fat people, the fiercest people to die. Because you can't run. Where you going to run? Bunch of zombies. There's not fast zombies run at the end of the day. Good gracious. How come a person gets bit by a zombie? It don't make a difference. You can be 500 pounds, get bit by a zombie. You're automatic track star overnight. You just take off running. But anyway, yeah, these are the first people to go. The elderly, the heavy, and kids. Yep. They're the first ones to go. So many people got offended by that. When they showed the guy in the football field getting eaten by zombies because he couldn't run because he was too big. And people got offended by that. And I looked at my friend, a woman across from me, she was so upset. She was like, oh, that's just wrong. It's true. Right now, if the zombie outbreak broke out in this freaking movie theater, how fast can you get to the door? I can't. I'm hopping seats. So how fast you get into the door? You ain't getting to the door. You ain't even get past out. You made it to the aisle. I'm surprised you made it there. She was a big woman. How you made it to there? And she was like, oh, I find this disgusting. No. Let's be honest here. How fast do you think of it? If this person, when these three people right here turn into zombies, how fast can you basically get out of that seat and get up to that door? It's reality. And people get all mad and go, they get offended. Oh, how do we become such snowflakes at the end of the day? Accept reality for what it is. Accept it for what it is. Because what else you gonna call it? When you got people online, they're huge. They're huge. And it's not like, oh, I feel fantastic. No. Your heart is gonna kill you. Your heart is gonna kill you. You keep on playing around. You might not even wake up. Some people don't even wake up. So you get one of those really bad heart attacks, they can't even see. Some people died before they hit the ground. That mukbang. There's a girl in there. My sister knows too. The girl going to mukbang. I talked to her one time. When a girl she does mukbang, and she's big. She's big. You can see her whole midsection stomach just hanging out. And then they wear a dress. They think they look good. They be turning to the side. Look how good I look at the end of the day. All right, keep on playing that game at the end of the day. Your heart's gonna stop on you. You be sitting in the back of a car making all types of promises. You know darn well you're not gonna keep. See, the interesting thing about when you have heart attacks like that is at any given time you can kick over. Like you could basically die before they get there. You could die in the ambulance going there, or you could basically get there and everything will be okay. You just die the next day. Or go home and go to sleep and don't wake up. So a number of things that go wrong in heart attacks. I'm going to tell you, you got to change your diet. Me have a heart attack? Impossible. I work out a lot. Jeez, man. Got upset with the guy like, oh, that's wrong. It's crematorium. Oh, it is it? Huh? All right. See these guys right here? Say these guys turn into zombies, right? How fast can you make it to the door? When the guys got up and jumped toward her, He's like, see, you'd be dead already. You'd be dead. It is what it is. Accept it. When I can admit I was fat, but the difference between me and you, Fernando, is some weight. So I got willpower. I don't eat all day. I eat 1 meal a day. Like the size of my fist, that's it. I dropped my weight. You couldn't do anything that I do at the end of the day. I can get up in the office, work, and then go basically walk at 25, all the way to the park, come all the way back, and then go back to work. You can't do that. I couldn't make it a good block without basically complaining about your legs hurting. Oh, I hate that too on top of that. I hate that when somebody gets in the way of my basic progress of going from A to B. I hate that so much. One of the things I do not like, and I'll tell you this from the door, I don't like people lie about how they train at the end of the day. Oh, I train, I work out, so and so and so. And then you get up there and hey, I'm used to every time I go out to eat, I go take a walk. 6 blocks. That's short. And take a walk. When they had the snowstorm, I literally left from here, walked all the way up there past the freaking statue, went all the way up there by the freaking, up on, where's it at? The PPL building, turned down the PPL building, went past my sister's house, walked all the way back down to where the art museum came back up in a snowstorm. And I had respiratory issues, and I did that. How the freak at the end of the day you can't do that? Can't walk. You can't do that, Fernando, at the end of the day. I'm surprised you can make it to the fridge. Do that. Don't talk about lazy at the end of the day. Please. I'll do more testing on my product than you would have ever done. I'll tell you one thing, he's going to lose weight in there. Especially that food. Some places you get good food. Not all the time. Not even when I was in juvie. Man, once in the blue moon, we get a good dish. Most of the time, it was just, I wouldn't even eat. My mom was constantly bringing me up stuff. Yeah, snacks, chips, money. If I want to go out and get something, there's a guy called Don, man. He would just go get stuff for you. Like give him a couple bucks. Don go right across the street. There was a hoagie store. Get whatever you wanted, man. Yep. So I was about taking care of my boys up in the day. I freaking get enough. My mom sent me up probably about $200-300 to put on my books. I go over there and I get something like maybe like a big stromboli and bring it back and cut it up. Well, I'm not going to sit there. I got people at the end of the day. They're my people at the end of the day. I can't sit there and eat in front of them. I'm going to break it off and share with them too. That's why, Jamie, at the end of the day, I have loyal people at the end of the day. Loyal people at the end of the day. That would do anything for me if I were to ask it. I remember one time, one of the guys, and he was a professional boxer. Me and him were just good friends today. We hung out, chilled, and stuff like that. And I had this one guy, man, he just up on my back about something. And we were friends at one point, but we're not friends no more. He did something stupid that triggered me. And I was like, nah, man, we can't be boys anymore. I gotta go. You gotta go. You step away, man. You did something dirty. I gotta let you go. So I'm walking. He's right behind me talking all this stuff. And no sooner, boy walked out of the store and pushed him against the car. Like, we got problems? I didn't even see that coming. He's going to jack him up for me. I said, that's not even necessary, man. I got this with my people at the end of the day. I'll handle it. So, okay, cool, man. If you need something, just let me know. I'm right here. Yeah. Because I always treat my people well. Always. No favors asked. Came to me, was short on rent. I gave him the money. It was my last. I gave it to him. I can get more. I gave it to him. He needed to pay some rent. And people don't never forget that. So I got bonds with my people at the end of the day. Huh. I remember sending that out. I sent it overnight. I got to contact this guy too because I got new technology for him. It's one of the customers. Yeah, it's funny. I got to definitely reach out to him. Tammy, I don't think you got any loyal friends. You throw anything under the bus. You don't care. You would throw anybody in the bus. I still can't believe he was using his brother's address. That 317 Kern Street, a family member. But, you ranting? No more emails. Can I rant no more over here, buddy? I know you coming to my channel from time to time, you freaking weirdo. Also got some stalking charges on you too. Taking pictures inside my place and all that. So you're a creepy dude, man. Taking pictures of my butt. He's a creepy guy at the end of the day. When I take pictures of butts, I'll make sure they know that's in your paperwork that you like to take pictures of butts. When you go lock up, they know that you like to watch people's butts. You got taking pictures of my butt. Okay. 1, 2, Jamie coming for you. 3, 4, you better shut your door. Yeah, you're a creepy dude. I like watching people paint. I see butt crack all day long. People paint. You see I'm snapping a picture of it? That was creepy. Alright, and the butt watcher. You know what you do? You should really print yourself, right? With a cape and put down BW, the butt watcher. That's what you are. I'm the guy who hides in the night. I'm the guy who hides in the bushes, covered in darkness, to watch your butt. The butt watcher. See him on top of a freaking building with the cape waving in the background. The butt watcher. Oh my goodness. I literally now want to make a cartoon out of this guy at the end of the day. Talking about deep in the darkness. In the deep darkness, in the canyons of the Hershey Hills, in the deep manhole covers, comes the butt watcher. You think no one's watching? The butt watcher's watching. Because he comes into my channel and takes pictures of me on camera. I told somebody that, I was like, ooh, that's creepy. I said, yeah, he's a creepy guy. He's a real creepy guy. Yep. You come out of the shower, make sure that towel is up past your chest plate, because the butt watcher will be watching. Cats be showering after they get done working out. They be showering like, hear that? The background? Somebody was back there. It's so eerie. It's weird back there. They was watching something move back there. You're back there with a camera taking pictures of the butt watcher. Ooh, the butt watcher. Ooh. Got a vehicle shaped like a giant butt. Ooh, the butt watcher. Hey, if you're the butt watcher, doesn't that mean you're on crack? Wait, it means he's on crack? Well, what drug would the butt watcher take? I think he'd take crack. Oh, man. Oh, man. Your undercover job is working in a manhole? Manhole? Oh, man. Oh, man, you're going to get me started. You're going to get me started on you, man. I'm telling you, I'm going to break you down on YouTube. Talking about his undercover job is working in a manhole. Because, you know, he's on crack and he works in a manhole cover. Oh, man. I love this job, man. I love working in a manhole. All day long I work in manhole. Love it. I live for the manhole. Oh, man. What's your preference of drug? I love crack. I like to be in the crack. I like the crack to be in me. You gotta laugh at this stuff. Look, I can sit there and take all this abuse from these guys attacking me. You gotta learn. You gotta take it as you're gonna dish it out to me. I can laugh about it. All right. When you guys get all burnt out, when I start busting on you about your dumb stuff at the end of the day. Talking about yes, I enjoy the crack. So wait a minute. If you were born like in the Greek mythology area, right? Your pet would be a kraken. A kraken! All up in the kraken. It's cold in here. It's hot in here. Somebody crack a door. Kraken. Crack me up. You crack me up. Oh wait, are we killing time here? We are killing time. We're about to do something. That's why we're killing time. I gotta do something in a few minutes. You crack me up. I gotta figure out where I got that at. Lock it in. No, I gotta save. This is all saved to my phone. I got my other phone to save. So I took pictures on that side. I'm on this phone right here. I'm going to post this on the other site. Actually, I'm going to post both of them on the site on Facebook we got over there. Right, you're saying you ain't got documents, right? I'm going to post it right over there. I got a lawyer, but I don't have paperwork. How does the lawyer take your case to begin with if you don't have any paperwork? How does that work, Fernando? Any more lies coming by Pinocchio? Butt watcher. Wait. He needs a sidekick. Your sidekick is Mr. Colon. Yeah, your sidekick is Mr. Colon. Butt watcher. What do you call him? Butt watcher and Mr. Colon. That's your sidekick at the end of the day. You don't say it. I don't say the word holy because that's bad as it was that. We're gonna say freaking toilet paper explosion, butt cracker, butt watcher. Yeah, that would be funny. One of the villains be named X-Lax. Oh man. Ugh. So you want something to whine about, Fernando? I'll give you something to whine about today. I got a bunch of videos on my accounts I can post. I got a bunch of them. I'm gonna find that video about moving on to bigger and better things. I'll post that one today. Where you sat there and said that you're gonna move on to bigger and better things, and then you went out and you started a 3D printing counterfeiting business. I'll make sure I post that one down in the counterfeiting section we have on Facebook about you. I literally have you there saying you want to do this and you did it. And the galaxy far away comes the butt watcher. You think you're alone? You think no one's watching you? Deep in the dark crevices of your home, peeking around the corner in every section of your home. You think it's a rat. You think it's a mouse. You think it's your neighbor. It's worse. It's the butt watcher. Come to your YouTube stream near you. Be on your stream with a camera going, click. Got a picture of your butt. You like Herbert the pervert, man, but except for a different version of Herbert the pervert. Just looking at man booty. Oh my goodness, you're like a version of the booty warrior. That's what you are. I see what I like, and I like what I see. Yeah. Until watch, I'm gonna show you some pictures. We got a Fernando taking pictures of my butt. I see what I like, and I like what I see. Now, we can do this the hard way, or we can do this the easy way. You can't get mad for that. You were taking pictures of my butt. How can you get mad about that? We can do it the easy way. So that means you're a butt watcher. You're a butt watcher warrior. I see what I like, and I like what I see. And we can do this the hard way, or we can do this the easy way. I am a butt watcher warrior. Can't get mad about it. I'm taking pictures of guys' butts. It's just creepy, man. You're trying to embarrass me at the end of the day because I show butt crack. Just about every work person that works on plumbing, whatever you do at the end of the day, they show butt crack. I'm going to be sitting there taking pictures of it like, ooh, Lord, I think it's kind of butt crack. Creepy. Now, let's do crazy stuff like throw a coin in there or something like that. Just funny, piece of cheese, something stupid at the end of the day. That's what guys do. Right in there taking pictures. I'm going to save this for later. Sees his phone, nothing there but butt cracks. I got a problem. I'm on crack. I can't get off of it. I gotta find it later. See, I bumped into it and I lost it that fast, but I gotta print it out anyway. But anyway, this video is pretty short anyway. So, Fernando, question to answer them today. How do you have a lawyer if you don't have paperwork? Like how? Please explain that to me. Are you going to switch up on us again and say I am documented? And then come back and say you're not documented? And then say I am documented? And then say I'm not documented? Sheesh. That make it with mine. You're going to use videos against me in court? You don't know much about law, do you? Nope. Fernando, let me explain something to you. First things first, before you even get the lawyer at the end of the day, you got to file the criminal charges first. That's what you have to go do. You got to file criminal charges. You can't just get a lawyer to take somebody to court with probable cause. It doesn't work that way. You have to show that there has been damage done at the end of the day. And the stuff we talk about is you doing a criminal act. So keep in mind, if I'm sitting there talking about how dumb you are for basically going in and basically taking people's copyrighted material and trademark material and making money off of them, not paying them any money for the royalties, you're going to go to a lawyer and say, hey, I want to sue him because he said something about me basically printing out unlawful use of a 3D printer and printing out people's merchandise and selling it. And the lawyer's like, well, did you? Like, I did. Okay. Sheesh. The ain't gonna help him get the freak out of his office. They're gonna get the freak out of my office for these. That's why I think we ought to all get together and help him get a GoFundMe account. Let's get him a leapfrog. Let's get him a leapfrog today. A leapfrog, he can learn so much of a leapfrog. Come on. For pennies a day, Fernando can get a leapfrog. You know what I mean? For pennies a day. We can get him a leapfrog. Let's try to go a fundraiser for Fernando. Help Fernando read. This is going to be the fundraiser for him at the end of the day. For pennies a day, you can help Fernando learn to read. You can give him hope. You can give him a chance to know at the end of the day that he can read. Let's help Fernando. For 19 cents? 19 cents a day. Small donation. Fernando one day will read. Oh man, I gotta be what I gotta be, do what I gotta do. Yeah, all jokes aside, Fernando, you don't got a lawyer. A lawyer, you have to have ID to get a lawyer. On top of that, you're going to have this to get into. How's a lawyer going to represent you if you can't get into the courtroom for the trial? You have to have state ID to get in there. Let's be real. And it requires state ID. You know, you need a lot of stuff. You need birth certificate. You need proof of Social Security. All of that stuff, you're going to need that. But you stated here that you can't be found. So if you can't be found, how in the world did you get a lawyer? Tell me lies. Tell me sweet little lies. Do you even, here's the thing, this is the scary thing about Fernando. Do you even think before you start sending out these stupid freaking emails at the end of the day, making claims that you're going to do this, that, and the other? Do you ever think at the end of the day? You literally just said you had no paperwork, but now you said you got an attorney. Do you think everybody is stupid on YouTube? You think everybody's dumb on YouTube? That we don't know that you have to have proper ID in order to be able to obtain an attorney? And in order to get the proper ID, you still going to have all that paperwork to have the ID? Kudo. No. The only time, let me say, I think it's immigration. Attorney, you don't need all that. Because that's why you're there, because you don't have it. But immigration attorney is different from basically criminal defense attorney. You said lawyer. Did you say what type of lawyer? What type of lawyer do you have? Man, this is too easy. Oh, that's in my prayers. It's too easy, Fernando. You ever seen somebody that at the end of the day that you start feeling sorry for him? I don't feel sorry for you, Fernando, but you're a sad dude. Talk all the nonsense you want. At the end of the day, you're going to jail. You leave in California, you come to Pennsylvania, you're going to jail. And I'm going to find your little secret down here. You ain't going to getting deported. But you are going to jail. And you are getting sued. So, have your fake lawyer contact me. I'd love to talk to him. I really would. Real attorney, by the way, Jamie. Real attorney. Send me an email. Have your fake lawyer send me an email. Every lawyer I've ever hired, every lawyer I've ever hired, Fernando, require photo ID. Even if the ID was outdated, they'll still scan it. And they'll say you got to update it. When you update it, you bring it and they scan it again. Every place requires photo ID. You want to rent an office? Photo ID. You want to rent? Photo ID. Every place requires it. Which is another big question about your lease at the end of the day. You don't have a real lease because, again, photo ID. If you don't have photo ID, that means you don't have a driver's license. So what went on at car dealership allow you to drive up a lot with a vehicle and you don't have basically somebody co-signed it, put it in their name. Oh, that could have happened, yup. Somebody could have put the whole car and everything in their name and used their license to obtain the car. You would have to make the payments. Ooh-wee, Fernando, you sure ain't smart. You sure ain't smart at all, in any way whatsoever. You sue me. You're not doing a really good job. Interesting. Can't wait till the judge that one. Let me see. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. One thing you're saying, yeah, I am an illegal alien. Yeah, he says it right there. I am one. I'm an illegal alien, but I don't have any paperwork. He says right there. There you go, Fernando. This is you right here, right? Right there, right there. I am an illegal alien. Correct. And you say, I am an illegal alien. Correct. That I am. Here, not legally. So he's been here. He says, I'm not here legally. So how are you going to serve, got that wrong, spell that wrong, serve a person that has no record and doesn't exist in the United States? I got a bigger question for you. How did you get an attorney if you have no freaking record in the United States? Right back at you. Now, see, Jamie, I could entertain you on that one and laugh my head off, but ain't no point in messaging you back. Ain't no point. I'm not going to waste my intelligence on you. I'm just not. It's just stupid at the end of the day to have a conversation with you when you don't even know what you're talking about. But you'll hear this message and you'll have no choice but to email me back with something else dumb at the end of the day. Well, I have a real attorney, but you know, he comes out when I go to sleep. And that's when he comes out. He only comes out when I sleep. So you dream about your attorney? It's not saying that. I'm saying he just seems to come out only when I sleep. You sound like, what's that show called? A guy called Ace something, what his name is. He does the Super Friends. He gives them weird voices and stuff. I hate to say a little too much cursing there for me, but he does the cursing and stuff. You remind me of Aquaman. You do. You remind me of the character Aquaman. They made Aquaman dumb as dirt on there. They really did. They made Aquaman so stupid on there. I'm stronger when I'm in the water. Batman comes, he's always bustling like, oh my goodness. He said, what is it now? He said, me and you were having a conversation. He said, no, man, we weren't having a conversation. I came in, he was mid-deep in this conversation by yourself. All right, Fernando, I wasted enough time. I've had some fun at the end of the day. I'm already done all my stuff on my site. You know, it's easy to do. I always come and get most of it done anyway, so I'm allowed to gag while I'm doing the rest of it. But, yeah, good luck with that whole attorney thing at the end of the day. I can't wait to see this attorney you have. I have a lawyer. I have a lawyer. How dare you? I'm going to sue you with my imaginary lawyer. He's going to get you. He's going to get you good. Yeah, tell me how that's going to work. When someone says they have no papers and they do not exist in the United States. What you said, right? When someone says they're in the United States and they have no papers or they do not exist, it's a phrase used to identify that they are an undocumented immigrant. That's what you just called yourself when you made that statement. Now, that's not enough evidence for you, Fernando. I don't know what isn't. I don't know how to get through that noggin of yours. It's like if somebody took a single penny and put it in a Dinty Moore can and just shook it up. That's what it sounds like. Ding ding ding, ding ding ding. There's just nothing computing in there at all, period. That's why I think at the end of the day, we need to start a program for Jamie. We need to get him a Hooked on Phonics. Oh, that's even better. Leapfrog, Hooked on Phonics, and Speak and Spell. We need to get you that. We're going to get you that. We're going to get you a package. That way you be good to go. Get that Hooked on Phonics, you be good to freaking go. Yep, because you don't have no common sense at all. We can't buy you common sense. Common sense, you got to be born with it. Can't get you that, unfortunately. Wish I could. Now, if this was the Wizard of Oz, and you met the wizard, and you were like, what would you like? I like some common sense. I'm sorry for this. The way it came out, I like some common sense. Oh, man. Oh, mercy. I gotta tell my buddy about that one, man. If I had some common sense. Oh, I would learn a lot. I wouldn't fall in that cooking pot. If I had some common sense, I say tonight, I'll make it right. Yeah, for some common sense. It was like, look, man, at the end of the day, I'm a wizard, man. I ain't freaking like a genie at the end of the day. I can't grant you, man. You gotta be born with common sense. It's like, oh, shucks. Oh, shucks. Put him up, put him up, put him up. Oh, my goodness. Common sense. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. I can see him all talking like, what are you going to ask for? If I see the wizard, I'm going to ask for some common sense. Oh, my God. I got to tell my people this. Oh, I'm going to try it. I'll ask for some common sense. What do you need common sense for? Like the guy at the attendant. What do you need common sense for? Well, do things that are just really stupid. Like what? Like, you know, I write words like if I'm having a heart attack. That's what they explain it. Like when I write, it's like I'm having a heart attack. It doesn't make any sense at all, but it seems like it makes sense to me. I just do this dumb stuff that can get me in a lot of trouble. Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness. What do you want? I'm going to ask for common sense. Oh my goodness. I can see that one right there at the end of the day. What kind of character would you be at the end of the day? You'd be a potato. You'd be a potato at the end of the day with your little tiny legs and little tiny, like, pant-like hands at the end of the day with a flower pot on your head and, like, freaking, like, flowers coming down for hair and all that stuff like that. You have a carrot nose. You're kind of a weird character at the end of the day. And you just go up there and go, what would you like? I'd like some common sense. Oh my goodness, don't mind him. He doesn't have any common sense. If I had some common sense. Oh my goodness, man. Oh man. Oh man. I was right like a chip instead of screaming with all my rants. If I had some common sense. Oh, mercy. I can't wait to get on my buddy. My buddy, I got a friend of mine. I told you before. He be in the background crying before I pick up the phone. His daughter hand me the phone. To hand the phone. It's like, dude, seriously, did you just do the Wizard of Oz? Only guy told me if he had some common sense. Oh my goodness, man. Common sense. I was right. Like a champ. Wouldn't sound like I'm going through rants if I had some common sense. Do 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 do. Oh man. Now I don't have to write a whole skit on this. Whole skit on this. The Wizard of Oz. You got a new character. I had to name the character something at the end of the day. But we call him No Show Crow because he never shows up for anything anyway. He never showed up for any of the challenges we gave him back in the day. Wouldn't do it. No Show Crow. They call me No Show Crow. Why? I never show up for anything. People give me challenges. I talk a lot of trash on camera, but I never back it up. And then they ask me questions like, I said on my channel one time that I can make 2 quarts of paint a 300-inch screen. The equivalent of 3 100-inch screens. Of course, that was completely off. Well, that doesn't make any sense. How can you do that? Again, I have no common sense. Do ba boo ba boo ba doo doo do 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 do. I need some common sense. Do 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 do. And the only person at the end of the day will get the broom back from the witch, but end up giving it back to the witch. When she's looking at him like, where'd you leave the broom at? I left it in the room closet. Why? We went through all that to get the broom so we can give it to the wizard so you can get your freaking common sense. Why would you? Because it's a place it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be in the broom closet. Oh my goodness. Oh, freaking. No common sense. Man. Oh my goodness. He left it in the broom closet. Alright, let me get back into this done at the end of the day. Yeah, my goodness. Alright, yeah. That's just, man, it's just basic common sense, people. You can't have a lawyer without freaking ID. You're saying he don't exist. You have to exist. That's how you get the attorney. You can't just poof pop in there like a ghost. Ooh, I need an attorney now. Ooh, take my case or I will haunt you. No, man, this is real world, man. You gotta basically. I don't know where this guy. I knew people like him. Excuse me. They just lie so much that they believe they can fool the world. They believe they literally can fool the world. I don't know if you went through some trauma when you were young or something or whatever happened, but you can't fool the world, Fernando, and you can't fool it. Oh my goodness. Doesn't exist. When someone in the United States say they have no papers or they do not exist, it's a phrase that's used as a location as they are undocumented immigrants. You literally just called yourself that. You made the statement, I have no papers, I don't exist. It's a common. So you literally said you're undocumented, you have no papers. You literally just sat there and said you're illegally here in the country. You literally just sat there and said that you are an immigrant. You literally mentioned all this, but then somehow you have a lawyer that requires state ID in order to hire him. Good gracious, I couldn't make this up. What's next? What's next? You didn't do all this? Let me guess. You were driving one day, right? And a flying saucer came over you and zapped you up, and you ended up in an intergalactic zoo somewhere, and the imposter is driving around in the car and doing all that stuff right now, right? Okay, sure. It's tinfoil time, people. Tinfoil time. Like that tinfoil hat. He's gonna be up there like the brainwaves, man. Dude's gonna be, if they let him out, he's gonna be in a freaking RV at the top of a hill somewhere talking about, you don't understand, man. The science is all there. You don't see the stars? The way they're all aligned together, man? They're coming, man. They're coming. Like, what the freak is coming? He's talking about the aliens, man. They're coming. And right now they're parked behind the moon. They've been sending me signals all day. All day. They've been sending me signals all day. They've been talking to me. They've been telling me things, man. They've been telling me things. Crazy things, man. Crazy things. You take your medication today? I don't need medication, man. I don't need it. Where I'm at, my brain is clear. It's clear, man. It's absolutely clear. It's clear, man. I can see it all. The world is going to end. Oh, you're one of those people. You're one of those people outside in the middle of I-95 with a bullhorn and a bag of oranges talking about the world's going to end. The world's going to end. I guarantee you, it's going to end. And he's going to put a date out there that already passed. It's going to end in 1958. I guarantee you, the world is going to be destroyed in 1958. He's going to write books and everything on it about 1958. My goodness, man, pour his whole entire life into 1958. Like, buddy, yeah, I gotta tell you something. Yeah, 1958 has passed already. No, it's impossible. Except that when you're delusional. It's funny because that's the whole thing in the video is called delusional. So, imaginary troll has managed to obtain an attorney with no form of state ID or identification of any kind whatsoever. Yeah. What do you think, Taco? Bananas, right? Absolutely bananas. Yeah. Boy, it must be a hoot to be around you 24/7 at the end of the day. I couldn't imagine the outrageous lies. Oh, before I go, you remind me of this guy. I almost forgot about this guy. There was a guy who had, just like Jamie has, delusion of grandeur. He literally believed that he did this. He would tell these stories and the expressions he had on his face, where he would shake his head like, it was the best apple pie ever made. I never went to school, because my sister had an apple pie she was eating from Hostess. It was like, oh, why would you eat that, honey? That's garbage. When I was coming up, I made the best apple pies ever. They were absolutely amazing. Chefs from all over the world came to my kitchen to sample the pie, and they said it was amazing. The facial expressions and everything. It was amazing. Like, it would melt in your mouth, like tasting a piece of heaven. You know. Then they always end it with something why they can't do it again anymore. You know, just people from all over the world. All over the world. I was famous. And then I lost my passion, and I can never make another pie. Before anybody says, hey, what you make one of these pies? Yep. I used to make my own shoes back in the day. Yep, from scratch, with some of the finest leather. They really go in when they talk about this, the finest leather. Oh, I'm like, he's an old guy at the end of the day, so we just played along with it, you know what I mean? Because he's an old guy, he's roughly like 70-something, so we entertained at the end of the day, but boy, he could lie. He could lie. He's an excellent photographer, fantastic photographer, just lie to lie. And some people, it's a sickness they can't help, at all, period. They can't help it. Just keep on lying and lying and lying. Even the lies that they even tell, they tell lies on top of lies to get out of lies. Yep. Is that right? Whew, man. I'll tell you one thing, Fernando. You're exhausting, man. You lie that much, you're exhausting. How in the world? Your wife must truly love you. She must truly love you, and I'll tell you. Because the crap that you basically spew out, man, any female by now would have put car keys in your neck. Because you just say the dumbest stuff ever. She must truly love you. She must see your faults and go, you know what? I still love him. You know, he's like a pack of cigarettes. He's killing me, but I can't give him up. Yeah, she must truly love you at the end of the day. Man, you're freaking exhausted, man. You just lie so much. What's that thing called they have to keep people from lying at the end of the day? Oh, where they got it? I can't think of the name. The lie detector unit they need to have. You need something with a shock collar on it. You need something like 10,000 volts to go into your neck. Because you lie too much. Every time you're like, you be in the back and what the freak was that? Oh, yeah, we put a shock collar on you. Every time you lie, you get like a jolt of electricity, about 10,000 volts into your system. Yeah, I felt that in my spine. Yep. You don't even be to go 5 minutes without lying. It is there. Lights be flashing on and off. People's cell phones be charging automatically. Oh, man. So anyway, you have to take it off you. You'll kill yourself with that thing. You lie too much. You would literally kill yourself wearing that thing. But take it off. Get him off. He's going to cardiac arrest. Get it off him. You'd be the first person in history that will have a heart attack and die and then lie again and bring yourself back to life. You'd be like a defibrillator. Like, clear. So I wanted to start. like he be getting shocked every 5 minutes. You're like, wow, man, look at him light up over there. Like a freaking Christmas tree going off over there. I used to have. Oh man, she was Louise. Man could take a voltage and keep on going, man. You'd be like impossible to be stung by a stun gun. Constant shock. You'd be like, this is nothing, man. I once had a 10,000 volt dog collar on me for lying. Like, man, I'm good. I got this. Man. Look, Fernando, I call you a liar because you are a liar. Weren't you a lawyer on that? You're fake lawyer on that? On that one at the end of the day? You are a liar. Right there, we just showed you. Right there in the email, you claim you're not this person, right? What does the abbreviation say? What you called yourself, an undocumented, right? You know, you said you're not here legally, right? You said all that there. You said you can't be traced, right? So how are you going to have an attorney? Attorney also needs your address. How else are they going to send you paperwork? Certain paperwork has to be sent by certified. It can't be sent by email. So they got to certify you papers. You might have to get a discovery, a copy of the discovery. You know what a discovery is? Do you know, Fernando? Probably don't know. We'll figure that one out later on, what discoveries are. But anyways, to send you that discovery, you're going to have to read through all that. It's like a transcript of the entire court. You got to read through all that. It's a page about that freaking thick. It's a phone you got to read through. So he's going to send you that. He has to have an address. There's no way in the world he can email that thing to you. No way in the world. Discovery? You kidding me? I think they'll think. No, it ain't going to happen, buddy. So he's going to have an address for him to send it to you, right? There you go. You make sure you don't exist. You're invisible. That's what you said, right? Nobody knows where I'm at. I'm completely invisible. I'm untraceable. Yeah, right. If you're dealing with an attorney to hire you, you must have an address. Survey says, well, no, it's not a strict requirement, but lawyers require the client's physical address. Why? Because they have to send you documents through certified mail. Fernando, who claims to have a lawyer and doesn't have one at all. What else do you want to put up there now at the end of the day? You know, you've done the fake lawyer thing multiple times. This is why I think you have memory loss. Because half the stuff you're doing, you've done this already. You literally have done this before. I think you just sit there. I did Groundhog Day. You just wake up and go, you know, today I'm going to get on here and do this. And then wake up the next day like, oh, today I'm going to get on here and do this. The next day, today I'm going to get on here and do this. Then the next day, you know what? I got a great idea. I'm going to get on here and do this. You got freaking Groundhog Syndrome at the end of the day. You just wake up every day and like, it's Groundhog Day. You don't remember? You just did that. Like the whole thing you said about good luck behind having a process server. Oh my goodness. You're like having a process server find me. I can't be traced. Who was sitting at your door when they came to process you for the freaking... Oh my goodness, he had a process server at his door. Oh my goodness. I think you're mental. I do. I believe 100% you're mental. I'm going to ask for a psychiatric evaluation because I think you're mental. I think you're crazy. Yeah, good luck, people. They let that nut job have your address. Because he's got your address. You know that, right? In the PayPal account. He's got your address. Yep. You're going to come out there one day on camera. We're going to think he's Napoleon. You'll come out there with the one hand in the jacket. Looking at the camera. You know, you sit to the side. Like, what the freak is up with him? Because he's hearing people chant his name. Fernando, 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 Fernando. He gonna put his head like, oh, calm the crowd. You'll walk out on your balcony, start barking commands at people walking by. How dare you drive your vehicle past my house? I will have you hang from the gallows at noon. That's you, right? Out there just like a polling and screaming and yelling at the people at the end of the day. Go out there past the gate, now you're out there in the middle of Dalton Street screaming at people like, how dare you drive your car past me, you know I am the king. Like, yo, somebody please get him. Somebody get the unk. Somebody's unk out there in the middle of the street, dressed like freaking Napoleon, screaming at people. And you don't got a horse, you know, at the end of the day, you got one of those little toy rocking horses. You got a little Segway with a unicycle on it, riding up and down the street. Talking about, oh. Yeah, I can see that right there. He loses his mind. And drive a little Segway, little toy horse. They put the toy horse adapters. They got them, you fit on top of the freaking little unicycles or cycles anyway. You can be up there riding just like a podium. Oh, oh. Yeah, you're not all there. Just literally. I think when you get to court, I think you got to repeat things multiple times. But you're gonna be glitching in like, what the frick is wrong with him? I think he's glitching. You know, so like Max Headroom. Max Headroom, the one they had from freaking, was it Pepsi? He made it a real weird time. What the frick is wrong with him? Is he possessed or something? What's wrong with him? Sound like Popeye. So, yo, somebody hit him on top of it, click, and his record player started playing again. Well, you know, the other day, you know, so, and this, that, and the other. And anyway, there's someone said, yeah, smack him so you get the freaking record player to play right. Don't bump the record, because you're going to make him skip. Oh, my God, you bumped into him. Ugh. Man, my goodness. I have no idea, Fernando. Like, I don't understand you, man. I mean, I'm telling you. I'll tell you one thing. When you're long and going out of here, I'm never going to forget you, man. You are the weirdest person I ever met in my entire life. The most psychotic, weirdest human being I ever met in my entire life. And for a person who talks all this trash at the end of the day, I'm the one going to be at court sending you away. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I can't wait to see it. But you're not going to make it. You don't have any paperwork, right? Find that interesting. You can get a lawyer to represent you, but you can't basically fly out here for your court case because you don't have paper. Come on, man. Seriously? Come on, Fernando. You gotta stop this charade. Look, this is what you need to do. Get on your YouTube channel and tell the truth. Just tell the truth. Stop lying so much. Telling us you got a lawyer, it's not going to help you, Fernando. And you said I'm on my channel crying. Jamie, you said the same thing about the CCB when it came to your door. Who ran in the back and got his wife to answer the door? You did. So for this time when they come for you, you can't have your wife come answer the door. They're going to come get you. I talked, Jamie, but I back it up. So, I got something for you. I'm going to send you a little message. You got 2 days to have that lawyer reach out to us. You know, Richard, you got some problems on your hands. You understand me? Let me ask this lawyer nonsense here. Here we go. I'm going to call you bluff. Hello, you have 2 days to have an attorney report to us, your attorney, with full information, address, phone number, and name of law firm. I think I said too much. Should break it down. Hello, you have 2 days to contact us. I'm going to use this against you in the court too, saying you've been posing as an attorney, because we have one actually have you posing as an attorney. So I'm expecting to see it. Contact us. With your attorney's name, information, and location. With your attorney's name, information, and location. Watch this crazy guy then saying some dumb nonsense. And the law firm that he represents is going to come back as delusional. Delusional, that's the name of what I'm calling it. It's Delusional and Common Sense. That's the two lawyers' name, Delusional and Common Sense. At the law firm at Delusional and Common Sense, we guarantee you we get right down to the bottom, no matter how crazy it sounds, and no matter how crazy we are. And we guarantee, no matter how crazy the case are, we can figure it out. If not, we'll dance with coconuts. Our attorneys have been on the job for 2 hours and 56 seconds, and I guarantee we plan to get the job done no matter what. Some days when I go to court, he dresses like Batman. I dress like Bozo the Clown. Either way, it's crazy.